Dear students, in today's lecture, we will be discussing about what is discipline and what are the features of discipline, how types of discipline, and how indisciplines arise, or what are the reason for indiscipline. So, if we talk about the definition of discipline. Discipline is basically what we mean is the orderliness in work and conduct. Means here, the employees' discipline is something where the employees work in orderliness and in a show a good conduct. So, in organization, discipline means a situation in which all the employees follow all the rules, regulations, and procedure of the organization while discharging their tasks, duties, and responsibilities. Means, if we talk about discipline, discipline is that form of where all the employees who are working in the organization are avid to the rules, regulations, and procedure of the organization while they are working in the organization. So, maintaining discipline among the employee is very integral part of an function of an management, and it is very essential to promote and maintain discipline for the higher productivity and industrial growth. Now, if we talk about what is code of discipline, see, code of discipline is basically that harmonious relationship and to promote industrial peace, a code of discipline has been laid with which applied to both the public and private sector enterprise. It was laid by the government, and it is specified various obligations for the management and the worker with the objective of promoting cooperation between their respectives representatives. Now, nature of discipline. See, nature of discipline is positive as well as negative in nature. Means in both the cases, if the organization thinks like that, by like and by giving positive enforcement or positive thing, we can maintain discipline, or by through negative. Then we have a standard behavior. There is a standard set of rules which need to be followed by every employees. Then we have an element of control process. There is a control mechanism which is handling or who is handling the process of management. Then we have a voluntary or imposed, means like there is a voluntary self-control over the conduct of the employees. Then right of the management means like there is a right of a management. If a person is showing continuously indisciplinary act, then there is a right to the management to give punishment to them. And there is a driving force also. Driving force, like people get motivated to show good conduct or a discipline. Now, what is the objective of maintaining discipline? See, discipline brings peace and order in industry, and then it promote constructive criticism at all the levels of management and employment, and it amid work stoppage in the industry. Sorry, see, it avoid work stoppage in the industry. And then it also avoiding litigations, like जो हमारे जो जो केसेस होते हैं उनको भी ये कंट्रोल करता है. देन इट सिक्योर द सेटलमेंट ऑफ डिस्प्यूट्स एंड grievances by mutually agreement procedure. Means like through various grievance procedures. See, if the firm or the industry is a bit to the disciplinary actions, like so grievance can also be get covered over. Now, what are the features of discipline? See, discipline or the code of discipline having such type of features, like it prohibit strikes and lockouts. This, like if all the employees are abide to the disciplinary rules and regulations, then the forms of industrial disputes get not arise like strikes and lockout. Then there shall be no one-sided action in any matter by either of the parties. Means if there is code of conduct is there, then uh, every form party get an equal chance to say, and there is no matter that one-sided decision will taken. Then the worker will not indulge in any trade union activities during the working hours. Means like if there is a code of conduct is there, then the workers will not get involved in any kind of grouping or unionism. Then another feature is the employer will not increase the work load without prior agreement with the workers. The unions shall disgrace and neglects of the duty, careless operations, damage to property, disturbance or normal work and insubordinations. Like so, union also discourage such type of things. Then prompt action should be taken against those officials who instigate the worker for the breach of this discipline. Means if there is a breach gap between the code of discipline or code of conduct set by the organization, then everyone have their then the organization or employer can take a proper action. Then what is the importance of discipline? See, if we talk about importance of discipline, disciplines improve performance of the employees. Then it increase the revenue gain to the organization. It improve the goodwill of the organization as well. It provide protection to the employees, and it also correct the behavior of the employees. So these now what are the principles of discipline? So there should be no strike or lockout without prior notice. This is one of the principle. Then no unilateral action should be taken in connection with any industrial matter. Then no deliberate damage should be caused to a plant or property. Means like any kind of damage should not be given. Then action that disturb cordial relationship should be avoided. Now in the next series we will be discussing about the types of discipline. So for this lecture we will be ending with the topic, that is principles of discipline. Next lecture we will discuss the types of discipline and the disciplinary action that we have already